Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Curls Next Door here. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. So I want to share with you some fragrances that I do have in my collection that my husband just adores on me. He loves these fragrances on me. So recently I asked my husband to go ahead and get the ones out of my collection that he truly adores smelling on my body. And here today I do have the results. So if you want to see the ones that he loves, the ones that he loves on me, please keep watching.
See it, I like it, I want it, I got it, yeah, I want it, I got it.
The first fragrance that I want to share with you that my husband absolutely adores smelling on me is this one right here. This is the Gucci Guilty Absolute Parfum. He just loves smelling this one. This one has Bulgarian rose, there's also pink pepper, and there's blackberries in here. Whenever I spray this, there's something magical about this. There's definitely an effervescence about this whenever I spray it, or even just sniffing it at the nozzle. There is definitely something that's champagne-like, something that's almost bubbly. I can't even explain it. It's definitely an amazing fragrance, and that's one of the reasons why I picked up this fragrance and brought it home with me. I love this fragrance so much. I don't know what it is about it that just gives that real grown woman sexy kind of scent on the skin. It's very girly, it's very sexy, and I do too love this fragrance. So I'm super happy that my husband loved this one on me as well. Now, the next one that my husband truly loves on me, he just loves smelling this one, and it definitely grabs his attention every single time, is this Kayali Vanilla 28. This is an amazing fragrance. Every time I wear this fragrance, if I spray this in the house, he follows the scent trail. If I spray this and I go into the car, he knows exactly what I'm wearing. He loves this. I think this is probably one of the best fragrances. It's up there between 1 and 10 for him. And he always just knows what I'm wearing. He never has to ask, because this is such an intoxicating brown sugar vanilla scented thing. It smells absolutely amazing on the masses. It is just mass appealing. Everyone loves this one. I don't care if you're a baby. This definitely has the attention grabber status, okay? She gets #1 for that. And I like the fact that my husband loves it because I love this as well. Now, the next one that my husband absolutely adores on me is this Versace Crystal Noir EDP. This one opens up with a very spicy burst. There's pepper, there's ginger, and there's cardamom on the top. But it smells absolutely amazing once that coconut kicks in. I can't even explain it. It just smells really good. This right here is a showstopper. He loves this one. Many times when we're going out at night, I would ask him to pick my perfume while I take a shower or while I take a bath or get ready for our date night. And 9 out of 10 times he would pick this one. He loves it on me. He loves the scent trail. He loves everything about it. I also love this. I love the longevity of it. It definitely is polarizing for a lot because it's so spicy in the beginning. But once you get past the spices, it is an amazing all night, all round type of fragrance. And I'm glad he likes this because I like this as well. Now, the next perfume that I have here on the list that I was really shocked that my husband picked out for me was one that he did not like at all. As a matter of fact, he complained the first time that I wore it, that it was a little bit too heavy for his liking. And I believe it's because I wore it in the summer, because there is a prominent coconut note in here. The second time I wore this fragrance was in the fall, and I felt like he would recognize it when we went out, but he did not. As a matter of fact, he complimented me on it. And I felt like the summertime was definitely not the time to wear this at all. This one is none other than Dolce & Gabbana, the only one Intense. This is a beautiful white floral tropical type of fragrance. I say tropical because there is coconut in here. And like I said, the coconut is prominent, but the white florals, they definitely take over once you spray this. This is not for the faint of heart. You have to get past all those judgy white floral notes. There's jasmine, there's gardenia, there's some orange blossom in here that you have to get past that very bright, sharp opening. But once you get past that, I mean, this is a beautiful fragrance when it's drying down. You get the coconut and you get the vanilla, you get the different notes, the amber in here, you get the different notes that it comes with. It's such a beautiful fragrance. Like I said, I thought my husband would recognize it the second time around, and he didn't because the weather just was not right for it the first time. And he loves this. He picked this one out. And yeah, that's the reason why Dolce & Gabbana, the only one Intense, is on my list for husband approved. So the next fragrance that I do have here on my list that my husband absolutely adores on me is this Valentino Voce Viva. This one is an amazing woody, musky type of fragrance. I really like this one. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not like this at first, but I only picked this up because it was on sale. I felt like this was very white floral heavy. Another one that I just don't appreciate a lot of white florals if they're not done right. The orange blossom in here is really, really sharp. Then there's ginger that just shoots out at you as soon as you spray this one. But I've grown to like this one a lot, and immediately off the top, my husband really enjoyed this one. And I feel like it's because there's oak moss and there's ginger in here that gives it more of a masculine, spicy kind of kick that he's used to, that he really, really enjoyed this one on me. And it took me a while. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while for me to even enjoy this one. I felt like I was never gonna have this in my collection for a long time because it was not enjoyable to me. My palette at the time was just saying no. It was too orange blossom and ginger heavy. But give it a year later, I'm really truly enjoying this one. I don't know what it is. My palette, my scent profile has changed, and I'm really loving a Valentino Voce Viva. My husband loves it. He compliments me every single time I wear this one. And if he didn't compliment me and tell me I smell pretty and I smell amazing, I would have taken this back to the store. So I'm super happy that I do have it. Love this one, and I will forever have this in my collection. Now, the next one that I want to share with you that my husband absolutely, this is his go-to for the daytime. We're going out, again, if I asked him to pick a perfume while I get myself together, he would pick this one. Catalina Herrera, Very Good Girl. He loves this. I love this. This one is such a beautiful floral fragrance to my nose. I am planning on getting the much larger size because I'm almost out of this one. I don't know how much longer this one's gonna last because it smells so good to my nose. It smells so good to his nose. This one has that fruity lychee or lychee, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it opens up with a burst of lychee and red currant. There's also rose in here, there's vetiver. It definitely grounds this fragrance. Every note is just so well blended in here. This is one of those fragrances. I'm not going to say anymore. This is one of those fragrances that you wear, but you tread very lightly. You got to use this with caution because it's an amazing, very intoxicating kind of fragrance. Men love this, men gravitate towards this. I don't know if it's the fruitiness or the spiciness. I don't know which one it is, but to my nose, it's a really, really good, beautiful flanker from the original Carolina Herrera. Good girl. I love this one. My man loves this on me. It is a very edible type of situation. Love this. Intoxicating to say the least. It's beautiful and it's fruity. And I'm glad my husband loves this one. And it's been proven time and time again, okay? It stays on the skin, lasts and projects like a beast. I love this, and I'm glad that my husband loves this one as well. Next perfume that I want to share with you that my husband absolutely loves on me is this Rihanna Fenty Eau de Parfum. This one has blueberries, there's tangerine, there's geranium, there's also some type of rose in here. I think it's Bulgarian rose if I'm correct. And I don't get the blueberry. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get the tangerine. All I get is that Bulgarian rose and the geranium. Oh, it's such a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. My husband and I went to Sephora when this finally came into store, and it was for my birthday, so I picked this one. I didn't like it, but he loved this on my skin. We sprayed this on and I walked around the store, and he loved the smell of this Fenty Eau de Parfum. I don't know what it was, but I was not expecting Rihanna's perfume, this Fenty perfume, to smell the way it does. I was expecting something sweet and girly and more feminine, as opposed to something that's more floral leaning with a little bit of fruit in there. But my husband loved this. And this is what I went to the store for. I'm not gonna lie. I told him I wanted the Fenty perfume for my birthday, and he went with me. He loved this one. He kept raising up my arm to sniff, raising up my arm to sniff it every 15 seconds. We ended up buying this one, and I went home. On my arm, on my wrist, the next day after I took a shower, I can still smell this Fenty Eau de Parfum. This smells so good. It is definitely a very polarizing scent because you never know what you're gonna get with this. I feel it's a very deep, dark kind of fragrance that's made for colder weather. I'm never ever gonna wear this in the summer again. I've already tried wearing this past summer, 2023, and it didn't quite work out for me. I knew it worked out perfect when I wore this for the fall. When I first got this, it was probably your winter, but it's my fault here in Florida, and it was really nippy outside. I think we were down in the 40s, and she came through for me. I fell in love with this thing. I went to work, sprayed it all over my sweater, worked a 10-hour work day, and she was still on my clothes. My husband picked me up from work, and we went out to grab a bite to eat. She was on my sweater the entire time. I took my sweater off, I left it in a car, we went out, had a bite to eat, came back to the car, and this was still, it engulfed the entire car. My husband couldn't help but just talk about how beautiful and gorgeous this perfume smelled on me. I've grown to love it. I've grown to love this one because he loved it. And yeah, I've definitely fallen deep in love with this one over the past year. And I'm super, super hyped that I do have this in my collection. Now, the final one that I want to share with you that my husband absolutely adores on me, the one he loves the most because we share it. We both use this one. Sometimes I would just, even though he has his, I would just peek a little spray on him sometimes before we walk out the door. There is no need for topping up with this, okay? She's a beast. She's a beast. She lasts forever. We share it and he loves it. Creed Aventus for her. What can I say about it? I really love this one because there is definitely that bright citrusy opening. There is the lemon and the bergamot on the top. There is also a fruity opening. There's apple that really calms down the citruses just a teeny tiny binge, even though it's a green apple and it's more of a sour granny apple. There's blueberries in here. There is also rose. It's such an amazing, beautiful, ambery, floral, fruity type of fragrance with a lot of juiciness. I don't even know how else to express what's in here. It's just absolutely amazing. It's definitely here for the girls and the boys. Everybody's gonna love this one once you spray this. My husband absolutely loves this on me. He loves the scent of this. This is one of those type of fragrances where you have to just be careful. Be careful because yeah, just be careful. It's amazing. I love this. My husband loves this. I'm super happy that I do have this in my collection. So I'll forever have this one. I'm super hype about that as well. So you guys, that is it. Those are all the perfumes that my husband had picked out because he loves those scents on the body. He picked them out for a reason. I feel like they're absolutely amazing fragrances. They are very mass appealing. They're very intoxicating. They're very sensual. They're very fruity. Some are gourmand. They're very beautiful, long-lasting beast mode fragrances on the skin and on the clothes. And he loves them on my skin. And I love them too. So I'm super happy that he made some good choices, amazing picks by him. And yeah, I'm glad I have these perfumes in my collection. So with that being said, to all of my new or my older subscribers, thank you so much for being with me. I love you. May God bless you. And until the next video.